Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot the minute.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have the Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Packers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready. Strike. Check strike.
Jefferson moving in motion left. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happen. Because you won, you're in a good mood, they want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win last week?
So my assumption was wrong. I learned something. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And blocked down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all weekend.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Love. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Packers!
Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
You look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Throwing. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
On the Seahawks 13-yard line.
Now Love.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
That's a Packers touchdown. From 14 yards out.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
44 yards.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Let's go.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go.
Second and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a second down throw for Love here. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 42 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On second down, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Love fires set quickly outside. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
This is the tight end fan. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Following the interception, Love. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Love from his end zone on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down to the 42, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going to look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Love.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd down, Love.
Quick slant to Watson.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
They run again with Walker. And he'll get this one out to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A give for Walker running right.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
from 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Blitz It's coming, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the Seahawks 39-yard line.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 7.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Oh, good move. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be